Good. Should be. One can hope. All right. What's up, Volcano Quieter today? What? Hey, what's up, David? Peter? Robbie? How are you? Daryl? Welcome in, my friend. Good to see everybody. We are live on YouTube. For anybody who is curious. Hey, TJ, good to see you, my man. Yeah, doing good, doing good. Tell you what, man, sleep has never been more challenging than it has been uh, the last couple weeks. My daughter's about a month old. I don't think I've slept in a month, really, more than 8 hours. Um, so it's fun times. Well, let's see. Lots of news. Yeah, Shannon, they're doing good. It's my mother-in-law. I'm kind of worried about right now. I should say my grandmother-in-law. She's in the hospital, so that's never good. We got Jeff with us now.
I can leave if you want.
No, 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 no. I need you. Well, unless you want to come fishing.
Yeah,
Unless you just want to come fishing.
yeah,
So
I'd love to do that.
I had somebody ask me today, they're like, "Hey, that's me in the background." I said, "No." I said, "That's Jeff Smith. He's back there fishing in the
Yeah.
mountains." So freaking awesome. Um, but man, what a day so far. I mean, we got CPI came in flat, which I can't say I was surprised about that. Oil's back up about 4.5% today. Silver's down a little bit. Indices are kind of down.
Yeah, it's just a boring day, actually.
It actually is. Like it actually is a boring, like just sideways. Like the morning was all right. Like there was a lot of volatility, which was
Yeah,
nice. It's always good to trade that. But like this afternoon, kind of a nothing burger so far.
I'll agree with that. They
Pete
they
says
wiggled a
nap
little bit
time.
off the CPI,
Yeah, we
and
did. We pulled back. I mean, I was surprised. I thought we'd go up. Normally we have like an up reaction.
well, they were trying to move. Well, at the open, the QQQ moved up, then it went down, made a low, then it turned back around. They just started rallying, and then they gave that up, and it's just been nowhere burgers. So I don't know what they're trying to do. But
Dude,
that's
There's
just the
Alex.
way things are.
That's right.
don't know what who's trying to do.
The market, because they're stupid. They don't
Uh,
want to go anywhere. They
dude,
want to
I
just keep it in one spot and leave it.
dude, I what did we say yesterday, man?
Yeah.
We said if it closes below the 100, that's gonna be a regime shift.
And they closed below the 100.
And they
They
closed below the
did.
100. Um,
And in fact, they've been resisting against the 100. Did you notice that?
yeah, which is not great.
No, they've gone up to it several times and said, nope, don't think so.
Yeah, I mean look at this. Hey, I view this as this was a tepid beat of the 100. This big old green candle there.
Yeah.
Um, rejection, rejection. Um, I know I was gonna send out this Rocket Lab trade to Alpha Flows, but I mean there is some flows. We're gonna think about. I did when I got off the webinar today. I was like, I'm gonna give you guys a space stock. So guys and gals, if you're here from that with Chris, that was the stock, but we're not gonna trade it because everything's kind of in that hour that I was on the camera, things went bad with the markets. What's the general vibe here? RSP bouncing on the 100, Qs. IWM. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, guys and gals. The longer this war goes on, so I don't know what to say because you can't have oil's literally every company breaks at $100 oil, basically.
Yeah.
Every US, maybe besides the software companies, which might be a strange counter signal trade, honestly. But every company breaks at over $100 oil. Every S&P 500, the whole economy basically will break. So I don't know if they can do that for long.
Well, the IEA, which is the International Energy Association, said they're going to release 400 barrels of crude to offset the Iranian debacle, which crude oil looked at that and laughed.
Yeah. Yeah. And all the Saudis were saying, or all the Gulf states were saying they were going to increase production, but I guess if you can't get it out, it doesn't matter if you increase production, does it?
Yeah. But one thing that I thought was very, very interesting today on the energy side of things is that um, I think it's called Reliance. Uh, I think it's called the Reliance Corporation, something like that. Anyway, it's India's largest private oil company. And good old Trump, they have made a $300 billion deal to actually build a brand new refinery in Brownsville, Texas.
Yeah. The first one, it broke ground, right?
Yeah, the first one in 50 years
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah. Um, is that a ticker on the American exchange?
No, it's not, unfortunately.
All right, we'll have to convert to rupees.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, guys and gals, it sucks because there's really no structural things I can tell you about the markets right now, besides we're below the 100 here structurally. But the thing is like there's no like it's all war. The war ends, we see what happens. The war doesn't end, we have more sell-off in the future.
Yeah.
That's my take. I don't know what else to say.
Well, and that's another thing. I mean, I think the market right now is waiting to actually see if this is a short-term little nose skirmish. And just like Trump said, it's going to last, 3, 4 weeks, and that's it. Okay, fine. We're in week 2, so we're halfway there.
Yeah.
So I want to know if it's actually going to end.
Yeah, well, I know. I mean, so let's look at poly market again. Um, so this is pretty interesting. The majority says it's going to go over 100 because we have 55% over here, but the majority's picking over $100 oil. You see that this Friday we have $95. So going up. Look at
Well, now
Iran.
oil already hit 119 bucks.
I know. They're saying it's going to be there by the Friday again,
Oh,
or 95 by Fridays, majority. Um, U.S. forces enter Iran by March 31st, 30%, 50%. Vladdy's here. Vladdy, what is the Israeli media saying? What's going on, man? You're closer than we are. Honestly, it's been weird. Dude, I am on X all the time and I think something's being throttled. There's a lot of fog of wars. I'm not hearing a lot of news out of Iran, honestly. There seems like nobody really knows what's going on in terms of usually, I mean, it's what's interesting to me is in the Ukraine war, there was so much SIGINT, like signal intelligence on X, for everything. I mean, people were plotting out the minute by minute map moves of each army. Uh, they don't have that here. So
well, no, Elon gave them Starlink over there, right?
I thought,
Well, China turned around and gave Iran the ability to block Starlink. And so they can't even get the Starlink in there now. So I
What?
think that's why it's been so quiet.
Okay, well that makes sense. Just goes to show you, I'm not sure why our entire economy is dependent on Chinese manufacturing if they're literally working against us. That doesn't make any sense.
No,
We were sold such a bill of goods by leaders for the last 30 years. Um, but whatever, we're not going to wax too political today. Um, Scott Ritter on YouTube, news on Iran is not good. Mavis is saying, Mark has family in Iran. Are you Persian, Mark? Are you Iranian? Or you just got like, what family you got over there? Turkey? Are you Turk? Oh, his wife is. Okay. All right. Well, any intel we can get. Um, Vladdy
that's
here
like
saying basically at least a month, probably 6 weeks. Uh, yeah, I hope everybody's okay over there, man. Yeah, it's all just war news. It's there's I mean stuff goes up. I mean there is stuff bellows up. Um, yeah,
how
I
about
just
how about calls on BTU today?
it's not a bad option.
So I mean, it started to kind of perk up a little bit.
Yeah.
I did the 137s for April, or the 37s for April, not
I
137.
about to say, woo, man, that's not good.
That's way out of the money, huh?
Yeah.
So
Um,
that's the only trade I made today.
yeah, unfortunately, we took Oracle. I don't know. Oracle could pump, though. We're probably gonna get out of this tomorrow if it's not working for us, for free riders. Sorry about that. Everything's been selling off. NVDA, everything's just so choppy.
So did Google make a deal with the governor somehow?
I don't know. What was that?
I heard somebody say that, and I was just like, I hadn't looked it up.
For what?
I don't know. Only thing I
I,
know they're good at is search engines and grabbing everybody's information.
yeah. Yeah, I mean Google, out of all that's the Iran's saying they're going to strike data centers and stuff for all these companies in the area, I guess. Someone's saying Iran's going to strike the California with drones.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I mean, literally, that's halfway around the world to them.
I don't know if drones can go that long.
I don't think so. You
And
talk
also,
about it.
I don't think Iran has a navy capable of transporting it off the coast yet right now.
I thought we took out their whole navy.
Yeah, I think they took out the
That's
last
what
four
they
ships yesterday or last night or something.
I
that's
saw
what they
that video of them freaking using the torpedoes, and I'm like, well, I don't think they're going to have the capabilities to do that. But they said they have an unnamed ship off the coast that they could use, and I'm like, I don't buy it.
well, can we blow it up?
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, my buddy, he's an officer in the Navy. I mean, the guy that works on submarines, nuclear subs. And I was talking to him, and he's like, dude, he's like, if there was a ship out here, he's like, with drones, we would destroy it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's like, it's in an international waters. He's like, we would just take it out.
Yeah. It's either in international waters or US waters. So,
Right. Like, and at that point, we're at war. And if you want to come on our territory, yeah, that's open game. I mean, I
yeah.
don't know. It's interesting because I was thinking back to the news about 3 months ago in December of the Russian spy ship that was off the coast of Hawaii. And I was
Oh,
like,
I missed that.
yeah, it was kind of a hidden thing, but I'm like, I'm wondering, because they have an alliance, Russia and Iran. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Bill's probably right. It's just saber rattling, really. But
Hmm.
it's still interesting. I mean, an attack on the U.S. mainland. When was the last time that happened? Pearl Harbor?
Yeah,
It's been 80 plus years.
it has been.
So I don't know.
I guess the brightest news we have is that Carvana is looking really hot for us. Um, selling off hard, getting farther away from that short strike. So if you took that deep in the money spread weeks ago, we're coming up on the expiration date on the 20th next Friday. So we should realize 100% of potential profit on that. Um,
Yeah, we're up almost 60% on it.
you're up 60, I'm up 34.
Yeah,
Interesting.
59.43.
Interesting.
Now, wait a second. Hold on. You did the 30/40. I did the 35/40.
Ah, okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little more conservative.
Yeah, I did the 35/40 and you did the 30/40.
Oh, you know, I was less conservative.
Right.
Interesting.
Did you
I
guys
guess,
talk about Google yet?
well, we were trying to figure out, Jeff said might have some deal with the government.
Yeah, they're making a deal with the Pentagon because they're kicking out Anthropic and they're going with Google Gemini, I
Oh, they're
guess.
using their AI.
Yeah, that's the deal.
Oh,
Um, so I was wondering maybe there's a potential play there on Google. I mean, I know Google's pulled back a little bit. Um, is that the 100 or the 200?
100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any flows on it? I don't know. It's just an idea I had. I was piddling it around in my mind when I read the news. I was like, it might be interesting.
Today the 11th? Yeah, there are some flows for Google. Some big out of the money flows. When did that news come out? Today?
Yeah, it was today, I think. And if it's a rumor, that's even better. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, they're not really moving.
I guess that was one day ago. Google to provide Pentagon with AI agents for unclassified work.
Okay. Yeah, it's not it's not too the response has been muted. I guess we did have a little bit of a pump this morning. We did the wick was kind of long. Sean, it's not the saturated fats that'll kill you, man. It's the seed oils.
Yeah.
Industrial byproducts. Seed oils. They're not good for you. Well, if this market keeps up, let's start a health podcast.
We'll teach you how to dose creatine
Yeah.
for long-term energy throughout the
20,
day.
20, 20 grams of creatine every morning for improved cognition, folks. That's what they say.
You're going to take Mr. Beast on head to head.
Yeah. Um, Devon's interesting. What's DVN doing? I've always liked Devon.
I can't stand Devon.
Really?
It's a never have liked that
Kind of
stock.
underperforms, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, PSX and One Oak and CVX and XOM always do better than that stupid thing.
Yeah. What can we derive here from like what is this what are the flows? The top's on Tesla. That's just whatever. Tesla's whatever. NEE. Ooh. Is NEE
NEE?
pumping? That could be good for our NXE. A lot of flows on next on that's it next. Is that any was this in yeah, this is next era. Next era is good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a nuclear one. A lot of flows. Let's see that. Wow, not a lot of put premium. I mean, nuclear, those are in the money though. Then you got out of the money? No, those are all in the money. That was 93. It came in a long time ago. Sean's in NE. 20th March. Whoa, those are way in the money. Man, oh man, we're not. I mean, I guess we could do maybe a put spread, but that's cray cray. It's not really great ROI. Yeah. Um, all right. Well, we'll come back to NEE. Keep NEE. So some maybe energy,
What was that
nuclear.
AXTI thing you had up there?
That was another bad trade we did. We had it on the we had some good puts on the free ride scanner today.
Oh,
Then it started pumping.
I was gonna say that thing's busting out.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
know.
they did like semiconductors or something.
They do.
Oh, okay.
Something around semis. Um, but yeah, it's that trade's not looking hot either. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it is interesting with AMPX, right? AXTI and AMPX are sort of similar, I think. Where's my industrials? Industrials are sort of solid. They're mixed. VLO's pumping.
Mm-hmm. AMPX?
Yeah, let's look at what AMPX does.
AMPX. Amprius?
Yeah. AM, what does
Electrical equipment and parts.
oh, high energy, high capacity lithium ion batteries producing the industry's highest energy density cells. And then what does AXTI do? Managers and develops, manufactures high performance compound and single element semiconductor wafer substrates. So what's interesting, ooh, I think we saw some laser calls yesterday. I should have taken those. So we got Poet. So this is something I've been noticing. Poet, AMPX, uh, AXTI, lasers, sort of different. Sort of these like industrial, but not, but like new era industrial stocks. Um, are seem to be pumping here. So let's go. I'm gonna go pull up my good friend. His name's ChatGPT. What are some similar companies to AMPX, AXTI, and Poet? Because Poet's up too. They sit in a niche intersection of semiconductors, photonics, and advanced materials. Um, Two of them, AXTI and Poet, are tied to compound semiconductor slash photonics, while AMPX is more advanced battery materials. But the common theme is small cap, deep tech hardware companies tied to next gen computing, AI, infrastructure, or aerospace. So here are some other companies. So we have NVTS, Aluma, ALMU, Valens Semi, Everspin Technology, Skywater Technology, and GSI. So I wonder, VLN's interesting because that's like $3. Less than that now. So Valens is an interesting play. What were their earnings? Pretty good. Um, ALMU, someone is shorting it. This big short report saying ALMU is a fraudulent company. Ezra told me about that. Sent me the Substack. Supposedly, this company is according to the short guy, this company is a market cap $287 million high-end manufacturing. And he went and so this guy was like, oh, this actually factory is super, super close to my house. I'm gonna drive over there and look at them. and he sat in the parking lot, and like 3 employees came in and out every day. And that just doesn't make sense if you're a high-speed manufacturer. You should have lots of people uh, in and out of the factory. So he wrote the short report on Substack saying that's a fraud. So I don't know. Allegedly, that's what he's saying, not me. Skywater. So I'm just thinking, it's like this seems to be what's pumping. And I haven't really checked. The Walmarts are not looking, dude, the Walmarts aren't looking good. I don't know if CVS is looking bad. Um,
What about Dollar General?
let's look at Dollar General. Not looking great.
No, it's not.
Not looking great. I mean, it's not selling off as hard as like, other stocks, but it's also not looking like it's a lot of capital rotation into
No,
the safety names either here.
not at all.
Again, oil hurts everyone. High oil hurts everyone. Low oil helps everyone. So, um, hymns, we got a good one on that. Good job, Sean. I just saw that. Sick, bro. Um, Nebius did some big deal. They're up a big amount. There are a lot of flows coming in on Nebius. What was that news? What was the news on Nebius? Nebius. NBIS. $2 billion investment from NVIDIA. That's right. So they're up. We got a lot of calls on Nebius for 115.
So is CoreWeave up too?
Good question. Probably not. Oh yeah, they're all up too. What is Nebius? Nebius is like one of those data center like miner companies, right?
I think so.
Artificial intelligence infrastructure.
Gavir says Nebius
So,
is a data center kind of like CR CoreWeave.
right. And it's also, I was looking at this because like this Nebius move would have been great. I don't know when the flows came in, if we missed them or not. But there are other companies that are similar, like Cypher, Iron. These can all be repurposed for basically what Nebius does. They were all Bitcoin miners. Maybe they still are, but they've been talking about converting all these puppies to a Wolf. Wolf's up big today too. Converting all these puppies to data. They have all the architecture already built, infrastructure already built to do AI rather than Bitcoin. So the cooling systems and stuff like that, the real estate.
Well, you really don't need storage for doing Bitcoin, do you? You just need processing power, right?
You need the servers and you need the cooling systems
Right. That
and the
part I
chip.
get. You need the servers and the cooling system, but you don't have to have a whole lot of storage for doing Bitcoin. But it probably wouldn't be very difficult just to slap some big old terabyte, whatever byte hard drives in and say, well, we can store all you want to.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how much you need for Bitcoin. I do know someone was mining it in my cousin's town, being their this farm in their backyard, a little shed was used to be mining Bitcoin back in the 2021 era. I think he stopped doing it though, but
I had a
yeah,
guy that literally had his motherboard and video cards in a fish tank full of oil running them.
and
And,
oil.
and he kept the oil cooled. And I was
Interesting.
just like, that doesn't ruin your electron. He goes, no, the oil doesn't hurt the equipment. And I was just like, that's nuts.
That is nuts. I wonder why he uses oil instead of.
I got me, but he had that thing in his fish tank. Just like
That's
that is
crazy.
crazy.
That is crazy.
Oh,
Um,
he said it just got so hot. I had to figure out how to cool it down.
I guess. Well, I mean, I guess is oil like? I mean, it's for an engine that gets hot, but it
Yeah.
doesn't cool an engine.
Well, and he had a circulator on it, and it actually went through some sort of a cooler and back into it. So it was pretty crazy.
That is crazy. Um,
Here's Robert saying immersion mining easier to cool. Look at
we got
that.
we got so many smart people on here, man.
Oh, we do. We got a
I
lot of
love all
them.
these people. They come from all these different backgrounds. They know what's up. Okay, guys, look, the Oracle trade, this is the one we took. I just if there's more calls coming in. I feel like we can still make it work. So that's, I don't know. But there's so many calls. And they've been coming in even after the sell-off. So maybe we'll get a pump tomorrow. Um, TLT is getting some calls on that.
Well, that would be interesting. Bonds have been getting kind of hammered lately.
Woo! Look at that. What are yields today?
I don't know what the yields are, but
Oh wow, they went up a lot.
yeah,
Jeez Louise, man.
the bonds have been getting hammered.
So remember, yields go up, bonds
Go down.
go down, yields go down. Because it's all about the present value of your bond, right?
Right.
If you buy a bond at 4.5156, now someone can buy it for 4.207.
Nobody wants your.
Your bond's not too hot. Why would they want to buy a lower interest rate bond? So that's why it's an inverse correlation.
Yeah, and literally 10 days ago, the 30-year bond was up at 119, and now it's down at 114. So, past 10 days, interest rates have popped way up.
Yeah. Um, J&J is interesting. Let's look at J&J. Man, I mean a little bit of I mean it's at all-time highs. It's holding value, but it's not like there's not a lot of there's not a lot of capital rotation into the safety names. People aren't leaving them for high beta names, but there's also not Sean's doing the calendar spreads left and right, man. You know calendar spreads they can't really move, right? Like you don't want the price to move too much. Um, Lee is saying September 18th. You're taking a leap on NEE. Interesting. What is that? That's probably pretty expensive. You took the September 1800s. I just am curious what that is. We're gonna look at that. Do a field trip to the future. I guess it's not a leap. When does it become a leap? 6 months?
Leaps, leaps are no, leaps are just the January options.
No.
So that or the next year, and you can go out, 4 years on it or 3 years on it or whatever. Those,
Is it always January?
yeah.
Okay. You took the $100. Hmm. Actually, that's an interesting one. A little good volume there.
Feb 29, 4 years
Mm.
out, dead gum.
No, he took the no, he every 4 years. What are you saying there? Oh, nice. Oh yeah, every four
Oh,
years, February, because there's just no 29.
yeah, Feb 29. There you go. Leap
Great.
day.
I like it, Dan. That was a good joke.
I
Don't
feel
take a
sorry for people who
don't
are born on that day.
yeah, what do you do if you're born on February 29th? You like
You,
have a birthday every 4 years.
yeah, you do a birthday on February 28th three times, and then the 29th the fourth time.
I mean it's good until you're I mean it's good when you're after you're 30. It's like nobody celebrates birthdays. I never
Yeah.
really celebrate my birthday, but It's like whatever, it's another day. I love life. Birthdays are fun for like a
Well, think
kid.
about it. When you hit 40, you're only 10 years old.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, yeah. All right. We do have people. So these Wolf, I just thought Wolf would be like the data center switching play would be good. Um, why is it not giving me any premium? There we go. So on basically even for Wolf. I don't know if that. Oh, we've traded Rig before. Good old Rig. Dan's, I'm on the daily right now. All these are the daily. I think. Sometimes, yeah, they're all the daily. Sometimes I'll go intraday. MU bull put spread. I mean, maybe. What are the flows showing us? Yeah, J&J is daily right there. Andrew, it's like that Gandalf quote, a wizard is never late. I don't see any mu flows. Very strange. Oh man. Yo, you got any sleeper cell stuff? Jeff?
You know, I'll show you that real quick. What's hacking me off with that thing. Where is it? To do. Oh, it's right here.
This is what I've been waiting for Jeff to show off the sleeper cell skin.
Because of this chewy market, and if you all don't know how this thing works, I'll show you real quick. So here's the sleeper cells. You got basically four areas. And what this does, it just looks for any stock that's pulling back from the highs for the past 30 days. That's all that does. So I just call that my trash bucket. But this one right here is when they've pulled back to a specific zone, so it's starting to set up. So I start watching the stocks that come into there. Then if it starts to move and meets all of the criteria, it comes into the trigger zone. But one day doesn't make a market, right? So it has to hold all that information for at least one day, one trading day. So if it goes in today, it won't do anything until tomorrow. It wants to make sure it meets it. So basically, it's 2 days from yesterday to today, then the next day. Once it does that, it goes into the active alert and it puts out an alert on it. Well, because of this chewy market, one day you'll see four or five of them come into the trigger zone, and then the next day they're gone because the market sold back off and they went back into the opportunity zone, and they're not holding staying above everything. So every time I see them come into the trigger zone, I'm like, oh, cool. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And the next day they're gone. I'm just like, dadgummit.
Yeah.
And what's really neat on the active side here, we've had one that came in on the second. Look at all the rest of them. They're all back in January and February because they keep going in and they're getting yanked out because this market's just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But some of these things have been, really pretty cool. I mean, like, now this one's already paid, but you can kind of see here. What you can do is you can kind of run this. I'll show you what this does. Because here's all the criteria it has to make right here. It's got to be above the 50, the 200, year open, month open, previous week's high, and has to pull back between right around 3 to 10%. But this one actually has had 8 trades in the past 5 years, and they're 62% accurate. And you're about break even on the best trade, the worst trade here. But anyway, but it tells you what options to buy. And back then, if you would have bought this 190 call, and remember when we were trading the trucker people, what was that, a
Yeah.
couple, 3 weeks ago? That's when this
Yeah.
came in here. And it actually shot from 190 up to like 121. So it hit the target, but it stays in here for 30 days until it goes away. But it's really pretty cool. But it tells you the option to buy and the price of that option. and actually gives you an exit on the target right there. So you're
Yeah, I know.
getting
This thing
10
is
bucks,
sick.
getting out around, 13, $14. So, but yeah, that's basically what it did. And actually got up past that. It went up to like 17 bucks on that option. So, but
This thing is sick.
yeah, but that's the thing that's been irritating me. Every time I come in, I'm like, oh, cool, we're in the trigger zone today. Tomorrow we'll
Yeah.
be fine. Then all of a sudden, the market dumps off. And,
Yeah.
and it's just like when you were saying, man, we closed below this 100-day moving average. And I was like, yeah, you're going to yank something out of my trigger zone again, aren't you?
Yep. Lo and behold.
And it did. And I was just like, dadgummit. So, but yeah, but these hold stay in here for about 30 days or so, and then they kind of get dumped out. And this is no coherent right here. And this one I didn't take, and I'll show you why. Let me show you this. And you do have to use a little bit of common sense here, but if you run
Like
the study,
everything, like everything, you
yeah,
should use some common sense.
but you run the study on this thing, and this is what made me go, oh, I ain't touching it with the 99-foot pole. Well, look at this. You have a 36.4% win rate. I'll pass. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll no. So, and look at this. Worst trade is negative 83%. Best trade was 6%.
So that's
That
not
is
a
not
good,
something I'm going to be jumping on at all.
no, that's not a good
Yeah,
risk to reward or history or anything.
exactly. So you do need to look at those. You just can't take them for no point blank and say giddy up. So, but anyway, but it does it. I mean, here's Southern Copper that came in here back in January, right at the end of January, and we saw no copper shoot up, and it paid off. But several of these have paid off, but they just hadn't been out because of time yet. So, but anyway, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one thing that's kind of cool about it. And what it's really doing is we don't. I mean, I don't like to. You've seen us in here a million times. That thing's gone up too far. We're not going to buy it. I mean, we've said that I don't know how many times. And when they do pull back and they're holding above that 100 or 200-day moving average and start bouncing off of it, that's when we think, hey, we can buy this thing and go back up to here and all that stuff. Well, this is what this scanner does. It looks for those stocks to pull back and then to hold and then to meet all the criteria that basically we look at in here. Staying above the moving averages and gaining some momentum and everything like that. And if it will do that, then by golly, we're all over it. And you can look down in here, tells you everything that it's met just to get into here. And if you go over to the trigger zone here, which doesn't have anything in it, but again, it's still meeting all that same criteria. It's just this is the hold tank for everything that's met the criteria. Now, can it stay there? And if it does, cool. And if it doesn't, well, then it goes back into the opportunity zone, which there's all kinds of stuff down through here. You can look at all these that you want to. And these are all the potential ones that could set up tomorrow or tonight or the next day or whatever it is. So you
Yeah.
get to kind of see what's coming up on the radar. In fact, I noticed that Alex pulled up Yum Brands. What was that, a week or two ago? And I was just like, hey, that thing came into here. So, and here's Dollar General. We were just looking at that, right? Because it's
Yeah.
pulled back. There's Smuckers. I mean, you'll probably know most of these are AT&T, and there's Colgate Palmolive. So, Northwestern Energy. I wonder what they do. NWE? Oh, they're utilities. There's a thing right there. So, but it's a really neat thing. I open it up every single morning when I come in the morning, and I start looking at the ones that are in the trigger zone and the opportunity zone just to see what's coming up next or if anything's actually moved into the active alerts. So, I mean, I was out Monday, so when I got in yesterday, I was just like, what's in here?
Yeah.
Because I
I like
missed the
how it
day.
creates a list for you. Just you get the list teed
Yeah.
up, you at least know what to start looking at.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the one thing is now I've got some ideas of what might be showing up. And so I start pulling up charts on them and everything like that and go, this is looking kind of nice or whatever it is. So, but another thing it doesn't do, it doesn't look at earnings. So you got to be careful sometimes that, I mean, sometimes they've pulled back because of earnings, just like, Oracle jumped up and now it's yanked back.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it'll check out those earnings and stuff like that on the other side of just moving off of them. So it doesn't look at anything that goes up. It just looks for everything that's pulled back. And that's what this pullback percentage is over here, is how much is pulled back from the recent highs.
And it's
So
all data driven too, folks. So it's all basically that pullback, that consolidate. It's all when it has that pattern, what does it do? I love it. It's so cool.
yeah.
So much
So
data. I can't imagine the data for that.
but yeah, it's really a neat thing, and I'm always happy to jump on the trades that actually look good. um, and again, you need to make sure you click on the trade here and do a little bit of a scan down here just to see what its performance is. And if it doesn't look very good, then just leave it alone. That's the one thing it really doesn't care about. It's going to set it up and say, hey, this one's triggered. But if you go back and look at the history of it, you go, yeah, well, seems like it triggers and it doesn't work. So, but
Well, you got people calling you out, man, for some trades. They're making some
yeah,
money on they're making some money on this stuff.
yeah, yeah. Uh,
Um,
my 12X program, they were just mentioning that I put out one trade a month, 12 times. That's where 12X came from.
nice.
Um, and that program does real good. And it's never on the same thing. It's just whatever is moving at the time. But I put it out the first week of every month. So, but yeah, it's really, really pretty cool.
That's
So,
sick. Well, we're gonna be talking more about the sleeper cell scanner. So
yes, yes, we
um
are.
so
Yeah,
though
yeah,
though
if this S&P gets back above that 100-day moving average and starts to move a little bit, I bet you we start getting a lot of them setting up in here.
yeah. Look, I think the markets will recover. I mean, they will recover. It's all war dependent. I want to show you, Jeff. I'm gonna steal a screen from you again, my man.
Yeah, let me stop it here.
I'm going to show you guys an Argentinian stock that I've been poking around. Um, I like just because there's a lot of flows and I've never heard of it. I don't think you guys have either, though maybe Jeff, maybe you guys have heard of it. Someone's probably heard of it. YPF, I'm looking at this. It's an oil play, and I'm seeing a lot of flows with low IV, 25%. I kind of like this one, and it's relatively cheap. So it's the name it's Sociedad Anonima Anonima. It's an Argentinian. It's Argentina's largest, mostly state-owned energy company, fully integrated oil and gas chain. It produces, refines, and markets oil, natural gas, and petrochemicals. It's pumping today. Let's see. We had flows? Basically, all these flows started coming in on the 9th. So what we're gonna do on the 6th, really, um, big flows. Man, that would have been sick. But I think there's still some more flows coming in, including just a second ago, 30 minutes ago. These big ones, the big ones seem to be concentrated at 41. There were some big ones. That's the biggest one. 42 and 44 were also decently sized, though those were a little later. So let's do our thing. We're gonna just play oil. XLE folks is moving up for us on in alpha flows, so you should be looking hot on that. Let's do our thing. Let's see the open interest. 44. Let's just see if people are still in 44. It looks like they are. So everybody is still in this one. So this is.
It even came up on your free ride.
Oh, did it?
There's two of them. YPF, $41 calls for April 17th.
All right. Well, there you go. So we're gonna do the 41s. Um,
They're expensive.
a little bit, a little bit.
Heck yeah.
The ones on alpha flows and tend to be more expensive. Uh, but they're only, I mean, they are, but this is going to be 42 cents. So we can get, we can probably get 50, so probably get at least a 30%, 30, no, that'd be 15% roughly if we move up to 41. Um, but we have room to do that.
Yep.
The expected move is $4 by 17th. So, I mean, we could take the 44s. There were calls on 44s. Everybody's still in that. I mean, we could take those for 80 cents.
Yeah.
Or we even could take the 43s that are a little cheaper too.
Yeah, they're
Um,
right around $1, a little cheaper than that.
that would be actually 90 cents. Maybe we take the 90s.
Yeah, let's do that 43.
All right. Yep, UUU is down. Stocks go down sometimes, so we can check the open interest and see if it's still there. Uh everything's kind of down. A lot of stuff. That's okay though. We have a longish expiration for that, so I'm not too worried. Um Buy to open 17 April 26, 43, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So how did you
43
hear about these people?
flows.
Oh, you just saw the symbol come in.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
And it's already up at 98. It was like 90. Okay, so there you go. I'm gonna take this one. Maybe I'll try and get 97. Nope, you guys are moving it up. All right, I guess I'll just take one. I'll just take one. All right, I'm in at $1. See how that works out. Um, all right, so uh I guess oil is the way right now. I guess if you're thinking it's not going to end soon, there's also some interesting stuff on the corporate bonds. Like if oil breaks every corporation in the S&P 500, LQD, we've been seeing these a lot. I think I've talked about these in here or somewhere else. Those are selling off hard though. Um, so I don't know. It might be interesting. HYG, I think Ezra's in HYG. I guess it's just a different one. iBox high yield corporate bond, investment grade. All right, so just different corporate bonds, but so this is interesting. What's the difference between a high yield corporate bond? I wonder what the difference is between these two ETFs. Let's ask ChatGPT. There you go.
Grade corporate bond investment. I would think high yield would be more risk.
It would be, right?
Yeah.
What's that? Let's just make sure. New chat. What's the difference between LQD and HYG? Yep. Both ETFs track corporate bonds. They sit at different parts of the credit risk spectrum. Credit ratings for LQD, triple B, triple A, everything in between. Apple, Microsoft, JP Morgan, blah, blah, blah. HYG is the junk corporate bonds. Uh, so rates hurt them more.
Yeah.
Um,
That's everything below triple B, right?
yeah, which is crap.
Yeah, which is BBA, BBB, BBC, whatever. Yeah, that's why they're high yield.
Yeah. So these are
It,
both selling off, regardless
yeah.
of if they're junk bonds or corporate grade bonds. Um, I like HYG's chart a little better just because it hasn't dropped quite as much.
Now, is this trading yield or the bond price?
Let me ask.
I
Well,
mean,
it's the
it
it's
says
the par it's
bond,
the
and
it's the
you're at,
par value of the bonds,
okay, that's what I
I would
figured.
think. Right, is that the right term?
Yeah, you're trading the bond price.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're trading the bond price. So, um,
So it's kind of interesting that you're above quote unquote par on the investment grade and you're below par on the junk bonds. So, because I'm sure their par value is 100, right? So
Well,
I'm I'm pretty sure par value is 100.
it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Then they're actually putting in the interest rate and stuff like that in on them to
okay,
give
so
them
it's
their,
tethered to 100.
yeah. But I mean, it's just like if you go out and buy a bond for, $110,000, but you're getting paid back $100,000. Well, your yield or your interest better be able to offset that. And that's why they give you the yield number of such and such percent, because if you end up losing money off of the bond price after maturity, then you're actually going to make less money. So that's why when you see 30-year, 10-year, and all those things, if they ever get below 100, man, people buy them like crazy because they make the money plus the interest rate. So,
Interesting.
yeah. But in bonds, the 30-year bond used to go between 80 and 130. It used to just stay in that range. So when it was down at 80, 85, people were buying 30-year bonds, and then of course they get the yield for 30 years. But man, they had a hard time trading those things lately just because they've been above par. So,
So, so I mean, I'm just thinking through this. I'm like, well, maybe LQD has more room to fall than HYG, but
well,
not
I
really, I
mean,
guess.
if we think interest rates are going down, then these things should go up, would
I
be
don't
my
really think
thought.
interest rates are going down though.
So, but if interest rates are going up, then these should go down, which they have been. So, yeah, I don't see how interest rates are going to be going down much at all. I think they're going to stay up. So you're looking to buy like puts on these things?
That's the idea. That's what's flowing on the dash.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with that.
It might be expensive. I don't know what these trade at. Um let's look at HYG. I mean, because at the bottom line, these junk bonds are more susceptible to credit risk,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, it's like they're more like they're worse companies. So,
Right.
ooh, these are if you take 17th of April, 320.78. HYG is at 79. Wow, those are real cheap. March 20th? Should we go March 20th or should we give ourselves more time? I mean, they're 10 cents for the 78s
Oh, wow.
on March 20th. This biggest order here is for 81, which is in the money on April. I don't know what the Aprils are like. The
HYG.
Aprils aren't that expensive. I almost kind of think, I mean, it's 37 cents for the Aprils for 77, 76. Um, or we could do really cheap and go 78 for the 320s, which is like 10 cents. What do you think? I mean,
Uh,
I guess it's like will the Iran war be acute? Because if it does not resolve in the next week, these interest rates keep going up, and the Hormuz crisis, we should see a move on the 20th, I would think. We wouldn't need the time of 17th of April, really, for the trade to play out. But I mean, we would still win and it would give us a little more time just in case it does something different, but I don't know. I mean, the 77s are still only 30 cents if we take the April 17th, 77
April
puts.
17th. Yeah, I mean, I think I give us more time to watch it if we do the 77s on the 17th. I like that.
It's 19 delta, so we basically can get a 70% winner if it moves down $2.
Yeah,
All
in
right.
37 days. Dang right.
All right, let's do that. Um, the ticker is HYG. The trade Should we do 76 or 77?
I like the 77s.
Okay.
I mean,
Those
they're
are
only like
call.
34 cents.
Yeah. Oh shit. Almost put call. Don't take a call. Put. Maybe we can get 37. Oh, I got 37. I think it's at 36 though, so you could get 36 potentially. Oh, buy. We're buying these. We're buying these puts. We don't really sell naked puts here. This is a family affair. Nothing naked on this show. It's PG-13.
FSU got 33. Dan's got 32.
I love it. I love it when I enter a trade and people immediately get better fills than me.
Yeah, I got 35 myself.
All right.
What brokers are these people using that they're getting such good fills? I'll
They're
never
u-
understand it.
they're using the super fiber optic cables, getting the best low friction,
I guess so.
high
They got
speed entries.
that light speed fiber that they talk about, the
Yeah. Yeah.
terabits per second speed internet.
Yeah. Yeah. I know we got someone working on like a quantum computer in their garage.
Oh, you know it, man. Somebody in here is all these geniuses we have. You definitely
Yeah.
know someone's got a quantum computer on like an engine mount or something that they're building,
Yeah.
just suspended.
Yeah. Um, Watch out though if you're working on the quantum stuff. Big compute come to your house. They won't like that.
Like the
Might send a very mean man.
Yeah, it's like the meme when you're sitting on a plane and you hear the guy next to you who invented a car who that runs on water.
Right. Apparently there was a guy who invented a hydrogen power car that was like mysteriously murdered with suicide himself with 4 shots to the back of the head or something. I think I read that on.
Hey,
Yeah,
Well,
what can we say?
Tesla was the same way.
I know. It's strange stuff with Tesla and
Yeah.
limitless electricity from the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the electrical companies didn't like that one bit.
No, Edison.
That's right.
Edison Electric won. Um uh all right, guys and gals, let's get back to the sleeper cell scanner
Let's
because this
do.
thing is cool. I love the data, like data. More data you have, the more knowledge you have, better trades you can make. So I'm gonna go ahead and cede the screen to my man Jeff here.
Let's just chat about this a little bit.